fucking Carl, dude. So he's out debating people because he's a genius. And let me just, oh my God, let me just play for you what he said. This is Carl for you. He'll say something and then he'll 30 seconds later said, "I never said that." He literally says here his argument. This is really funny. So he's arguing with this guy about veganism or vegetarianism. I know it's vegan. I know it's not vegan, but fuck all y'all. I like to pronounce things wrong because it's funny and I like it. So anyway, he's talking to the guy about veganism and he's an idiot, obviously. So his big argument is, hey, you eat plants, and what's the difference between eating plants and animals? Because plants feel pain. They've done studies, and plants feel pain. And the guy's like, no, plants don't feel pain, you fucking moron. And then Carl is like, literally 30 seconds later, it's like, I never said plants feel pain. Yeah, you did say that. And so anyway, this is typical Carl. Why this kind of gaffe matters is this is just what he generally does. He refuses to acknowledge when he's wrong, ever. And so his default stance in his mind, since he's such a narcissist, is, I didn't say that. I must not have said that. He doesn't even remember what the fuck he says 30 seconds earlier, because that's what a fucking idiot he is. So let's look.
The problem with the vegan argument is that there is actually no limiting principle in that. So, I mean, once we've said, right, okay, no one's going to eat animals anymore, why do we still eat plants?
Why do we still eat plants?
Yeah.
Because they're not sentient?
Yeah, but they do feel pain.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. I will argue this to death with you. They do not feel pain.
Exactly.
Have you got it on record? You think plants feel pain?
No, they do suffer. They apparently suffer.
No, they have no sexual nervous system, no brain. It's scientific.
Yeah, but that's a very privileged position, isn't it?
No, that's just science.
Now, listen, you don't need a central nervous system to suffer. You can suffer in a...
Prove to me that plants can feel pain.
If you let me... okay. I didn't say pain because...
I didn't say pain. I didn't say pain. Let's watch it again. Did he say pain? Let's take another look at this, shall we?
Said, right, okay, no one's going to eat animals anymore. Why do we still eat plants?
Why do we still eat plants?
Yeah.
Because they're not sentient?
Yeah, but they do feel pain.
They do feel pain. Yeah, you definitely said it. No, they don't. And then you said,
Yes, they do.
yes, they do. Yes, they do feel pain. So you said it twice there. And literally 30 seconds later, I never said that. You're misquoting me. Out of context. Out of context. No, dude. That's what you fucking
They
said.
do not feel pain.
Exactly.
Have you got it on record? You think plants feel pain?
No, they do suffer. They apparently suffer.
No, they have no sexual nervous system, no brain. It's scientific.
Yeah, but that's a very privileged position, isn't it?
No, that's just science.
Now, listen, you don't need a central nervous system to suffer. You can suffer in a...
Prove to me that plants can feel pain.
If you let me... okay. I didn't say pain because
But they all suffer.
But they can suffer. And there was an experiment done where literally they yelled at a plant every day.
Okay.
And they didn't yell at another plant as a control group. And the other plant flourished and this plant didn't.
Okay, this is stupid on so many fucking levels. It's really hard to like explain them all without charts and diagrams. How many fucking different levels this is so goddamn stupid on. Oh my God. All right, well, first of all, let's talk about the study, quote unquote, that Carl is talking about. Oh my God, it's just so ridiculous. So the study he is talking about wasn't even a fucking study. The study he is talking about is, oh, here it is. So it was it was done by the IKEA, the company IKEA, as a publicity stunt. And it was a sample size of 2 plants. Here we go. This plant supposedly they complimented, and this plant they supposedly yelled at, and this plant did slightly better. This is the scientific study Carl is talking about. It's a literal fucking publicity stunt from IKEA, the furniture manufacturer. Okay, no control whatsoever. We have no idea what the fuck they did with this. They could have poisoned this plant over here for all the fuck we know. We have no clue. I mean, it's a publicity stunt. They could have done any fucking thing. But if you've ever raised plants, and I have, I'll talk about this more in a minute, but I have kind of a history growing up with guerrilla growing marijuana. That's kind of like one of my family businesses. Like I grew up really, really, really fucking poor in the South, and we didn't have like any money or anything. Obviously, we didn't have any land. My family didn't have any fucking land. So my uncles would go out on other people's lands and on public property, and they would guerrilla grow marijuana. And so they would take me out and they would teach me, the family business and stuff. And I could tell you right off the bat that 2 different plants, either they come from the seeds from the same fucking plant, you plant them and the 2 seeds, even in the exact same conditions, the plants will grow up completely different. They can have the exact same conditions and one plant would do much better than the other one will. So this is not a scientific study. This is nothing. This is literally fucking nothing. This is Carl just putting something out of his ass. And he probably didn't even read the study. He probably doesn't even know it's IKEA. He probably saw a headline and, like Carl does, he doesn't actually read or study anything, but he saw a headline and he's probably like, oh, well, I'm going to put that away in my memory Rolodex for later. So when I'm arguing with a vegan, I can pull this little nugget out of my ass and say, oh, plants feel pain. Plants can suffer. And this is the exact same guy who tells us that words don't hurt people. that if you're hurt by his rape jokes, that you're just a fucking snowflake. And regardless of what women's groups and rape charities and shit tell us, that making jokes and belittling rape victims like that actually adds to their pain and hurts them and makes them want to withdraw from society. They decided to show that, but no, Carl says, no, that's not true. Fucking words don't hurt humans, but they do hurt plants. This is Carl's brilliant thesis. So anyway, we don't eat, obviously, I don't eat animals because I have empathy towards animals. I raise like dogs and cats, and I realize that they have their own personalities, and they do feel joy, and they feel pain, and they seem to feel love. They seem to love the shit out of me, and they smile, and they're happy. And I know the difference between like a dog and a pig is very minimal. You know, I think that they're very, very similar. The difference between a dog and a cow is just a size thing, really, right? And so I have this experience with animals, and so that makes me feel bad about eating and leading to the suffering of other animals. And I'm not the same with plants because plants don't have nervous systems and they can't contemplate feelings of pain and suffering and abuse and hate and all that. It's totally fucking different, okay? It's such a stupid fucking argument, but it's Carl's, you know. What else do we expect from Carl? Carl's a fucking moron. And so here's the thing. Everybody's like, oh, people are just mad at Carl because they can't take a joke. No, dude, that's so stupid framing. That's completely dishonest framing. Sargon lied to his fan base full of unstable losers and told them a female politician was so vile that she laughed about male suicide. And he also told them that she deserved to have rape jokes made about her over it because she is so vile. And that directly led to so many of these chuds fucking directly harassing her over it. That's why people are mad at him, okay? Not because they can't take a joke. It's just a joke. The left is killing comedy. No, dude. He's lying about people, making rape jokes about survivors of sexual assault. She's a sexual assault victim, right? And people are using rape and sexual assault to harass her with because they're following his influence over his joke. And that's why people are pissed, because he's a fucking piece of shit. It has nothing to do with this narrative that, oh, we just don't have a sense of humor. Why can't you find rape jokes funny? Because you're not funny. You're not a comic, and you're not funny anyway. You're a disgusting, vile human.